What's good, y'all? Welcome to the channel. And so today we're going to be covering traditional art versus digital art. I'm going to have a time-lapse video playing in the background. Now the program that you see me using is called Procreate. You can get it on the iPad. It's a one-time payment, $10. I've been using it for like 4 months now. It's pretty easy to use. I like it. I definitely have a lot of brushes. There's other programs you can use out there like Clip Studio Art or Photoshop. It really just depends on you and what you're most comfortable with. I just like using Procreate because that's what I was introduced to. Now I've been doing traditional art since I was about 13 years old. I used to use a lot of pencils, Prismacolors. I work with paint a little bit, but for the most part I would keep going back to using pencils. I didn't really take my art too seriously until about a couple years ago when I started to want to sell it to other people or do commission works or make like a poster for somebody else. And it was kind of hard to do that because, again, it's traditional art, so it's not like you could just copy paste something you just make up digitally, go to the local print shop and make like 10 copies. So when I started making all my artworks digital, it just made it so much easier for me to go out and actually sell it to multiple different people without having to worry about spending extra time, recreating the same piece because, someone else, they saw that poster, so they want the same poster. It makes it so much more convenient for me to be able to print out something that's already digital. Now, I'm not saying you can't make the same type of money with traditional art. However, just know it's going to take you more time and effort into those pieces because you keep having to going back and basically making something completely new each time you want to sell something. Now, those same skills and techniques that you learned when you're doing traditional art, you can very well transition that into your digital drawings or paintings. Now, I understand it can be kind of hard at first making that transition from traditional to digital. However, as an artist with anything new, it's going to take practice. I know you might think your digital paintings, they don't look as good as what you would do if you're using like real paint and a real canvas. But however, over time, you're still going to get better because of the effort and the time that you're putting in to practice these new skills and these new techniques. It really depends on how you want to spend your time. Like, would you rather, go back and having to paint or draw a new piece every time you want to sell something? Or just go ahead and make the one piece and be able to essentially copy that and sell it to multiple different people? Some people might think, it's digital art, it's not real art. When honestly, that's not even the case most of the time. Like for me personally, it was actually harder for me to make paintings and drawings digitally than when I was just doing, regular pencil and paper or just on a canvas. Like these paintings and stuff you see people do on Instagram or anywhere on social media, like it's not that easy. Like it really takes a lot of effort to make a good piece. And it's regardless of if it's traditional or digital or not. Like you still have to put in the time, effort, and energy into making the artwork look good. Everyone can have their own opinions, cool, but at the end of the day, it's still your art. You know how much work you had to put into making that piece. So really, it just depends on you and how you want to spend your time. You can still make traditional art and still be successful. However, just be aware of how the world is moving nowadays. Everything's digital nowadays. I mean, just look at NFTs. You see how much that's getting more and more popular each month. But don't let that distract you too much. Just focus on what you need to do in order to be successful because you're a lot more capable than what you think. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope some of the stuff I had to say was pretty good advice for y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.